Man, I'm amazed you even got this far. It's true, Windows operating systems are about as sexy as a magazine about industrial machinery, but the arrival of Windows 10 will have big ramifications for Xbox One as well. Stick with it, I promise you'll learn something. Alright, so Microsoft recently chucked a big conference to talk about what Windows 10 will be. As part of that, Phil Spencer, who you might recognise as the Xbox boss man, turned up in a Battletoads t-shirt to talk about gaming. But he wasn't just talking about gaming on Windows, he was also talking about it on Xbox One, and as it turns out, Windows 10 might be the best thing to happen to Xbox One in ages. Here, in handy list form, are 5 reasons why. Okay, this is the big one. Xbox One has taken a hammering for the fact that it's not as graphically powerful as the PS4, particularly in that combination of 1080p and 60 frames per second. DirectX 12, which comes packaged with Windows 10, might be the answer to that problem. DirectX is basically the system that allows the game's software to talk to the graphics hardware. Spencer demonstrated the improvement that DirectX 12 will offer on PC without you having to upgrade your graphics card.
What you're going to see on screen here is a visual comparison that's under development at FutureMark, which shows the same piece of hardware running DirectX 11 and a DirectX 12, and we're adding more complexity to the scene, and actually eventually the DirectX 11 side is going to stop. Frame rate effectively hits 0. And you can see the DirectX 12 side continues to add complexity and continues to keep a high frame rate. Again, same piece of hardware.
And that's the exciting bit, because there is also no way of upgrading the hardware inside your Xbox One. Because Xbox One already runs the previous version of DirectX 11 though, it would be relatively easy to update the console to DirectX 12. With it, hopefully we'll see similar graphical gains in new Xbox One games, either in terms of smoother frame rates or more visual detail. Ugh, I've said the word DirectX too many times, it's like it doesn't mean anything anymore. If you live with other humans, it's not always possible to play Xbox One games. Some lunatics insist on using the television for quaint things like watching actual live television or sitting through box sets on Netflix that have already been spoiled for them on Twitter. Windows 10's new Xbox app means that you'll be able to stream Xbox One games to any Windows 10 device on your home network. So if you're sitting on your laptop pretending to do work, you can plug in an Xbox One controller and sneakily play, in this case, Forza Horizon 2. But remember, it's not just PCs. There are a bunch of dirt cheap Windows 8 tablets around that will also get the free upgrade to Windows 10, and they're just waiting to be turned into portable Xbox Ones.
Love this game. Now you can see frame rate, resolution, the game looks great. I'm playing against AI characters right now. I could be playing a multiplayer game.
Finally, I can play Halo on the toilet, living in the future. F*** you, smart glass. Starting with Fable Legends, you're going to start seeing PC players in your Xbox One multiplayer games. Fable Legends is pretty much the perfect application for this. PC players can take care of the more strategic villain side of the asymmetric multiplayer, while 4 Xbox One heroes run around mashing their minions.
So Phil's playing on his Windows 10 PC, and I'm on the Xbox One.
Cross-platform has never worked particularly well in shooters, where the accuracy of mouse and keyboard puts the PC players at an unfair advantage, but for asymmetric stuff like Fable, it's a perfect fit. Let's hope it's not just Microsoft Game Studios who can be bothered to support it.
And while Xbox is coming to Windows, Windows 10 is also coming to Xbox One.
Okay, now we're really getting into it, because apparently Windows 10 isn't just for computers and mobile devices. We're going to get some Windows 10 inside our Xbox Ones as well. Don't be alarmed though, this isn't about doing Excel spreadsheets on your console, and actually there's been a Windows operating system in there since launch.
The second is the kernel of Windows, providing consistent access to web-powered applications and experiences.
What it's more likely to mean is that more of the little games and apps that crop up on the Windows Store will also make their appearance on the Xbox Store. We've already seen 3's debut as the first snappable game on Xbox, so expect more of that sort of thing. Finally, the most bizarre thing that was announced at the Windows 10 conference was HoloLens, a sort of augmented reality system that projects 3D visuals into your own living room and makes you look like rubbish Daft Punk cosplay. What with Microsoft's obsession with owning your home ecosystem, or some such nonsense, you just know there'll be some compatibility with Xbox One. Even if it's just the ability to play games on a virtual 108-inch screen projected onto our wall, we'll be happy. We are hoping for a whole lot more though, and one of the demos tech journalists have been experiencing makes Minecraft happen all over your living room, which means it'll finally be exactly like Lego, but without the very real risk of accidentally stepping on a brick with no socks on. So there you go, 5 reasons why you have our permission to get excited about the launch of a PC operating system. Just this once though. Of course, we have to be realistic and look at the last time Microsoft tried to stick Windows and Xbox into a blender. The long-abandoned Games for Windows Live is a giant twisted wreckage that poor PC gamers are still trying to unpick even to this day, and the number of multiplayer titles that were cross-platform compatible with Xbox 360 can literally be counted on the fingers of one hand. It's also the reason why, bafflingly, I have 2 sets of Fallout 3 achievements on my gamer card. Thanks, Microsoft. Oh, and if you still haven't learned anything, did you know that Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, lived closer in time to man landing on the moon than she did to the construction of the Great Pyramid at Giza? If you did, then fair play, you got me. Like if you found this informative, and do subscribe for way more on Xbox One and its games here on Outside Xbox. See you next time.